Michigan oil production last year continued slumping to its lowest level in almost a century, since about the time the state started keeping track.
And while higher oil prices brought on by the war in Iran have meant more money for the state's producers and some landowners, experts don't expect it to lead to a new boom, at least not yet. Target 8's Ken Kolker has this story.
They teeter-totter out here, almost unnoticed, just west of Grand Rapids. These nearly 90-year-old wells still churning out a barrel or two a day, like this one here in Millennium Park. They're pumping the oil, or what's left of it, from about 1,900 feet below the surface, from what is known as the Walker Field. Companies like Goodale Enterprises. This field, and in fact most of the known fields in Michigan, are getting low on oil. Experts say they don't expect higher crude prices will suddenly top off Michigan's oil trade.
We're really not expecting to see a massive uptick in proposals or drilling activity necessarily.
It definitely helps the economics. I think that as you look at pricing, though, from 2002 up until 5 weeks ago, the price for Michigan operators was pretty tough. I mean, when oil's around $50 a barrel, $50 to $60 a barrel, the profit margin is very slim. So even though you have these troughs and peaks, at some point the average is going to put you in a place where you're still comfortably in business, but it's not necessarily a windfall because you're making up for those times when the price was so low.
Michigan produced 35 million barrels of crude in 1979, a lot of that in northern Michigan. But last year, the oil level dropped to 3.8 million barrels.
Since 1928, it was around that, right? So since, yeah, pretty much, since the very early times of drilling in Michigan.
That's less than Texas produces in a day.
It's never really been like Texas.
Mark Snow is a geologist who oversees well permitting with the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, or EGLE. Why is that happening?
There's less wells being drilled, and when wells first come online, they produce more, and then there's a certain decline curve that happens over the life of a well. These wells that were contributing to that 35 million barrels per year are sort of towards the end of life and in that decline curve, and then just the overall lack of new wells being drilled in Michigan.
The Walker Field wells were drilled in the late 1930s when this area was Michigan's gold mine for oil. Local oil producers declined to go on camera. But the general manager at Goodale Enterprises told us the company cannot do much with old wells to increase the flow and take advantage of higher oil prices. The company's 275 wells in Kent, Ottawa, and Allegan counties produce a total of about 60,000 barrels a year. One of those wells is the Rex Johnson No. 2 well in Millennium Park, which draws only about 42 barrels a month. State production records show that's about a third of what it gave up just 20 years ago. So they're just riding those old horses, huh?
They are, yeah.
What we need is a major discovery in Michigan.
Tonight at 6, could the recent discovery of black gold in cornfields near the Kent County, Ionia County line help revive the state's oil business? I'm Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker.